LonelyMans podcast. Jesse Burlingame, Ben Basonga. What up?
What's up, man? What is up, B game? What are you up to these days?
Ain't shit, dog. I'm just coming in hype off nothing right now.
Bro- yeah, no, you're coming in high energy. I'm feeling like I'm way down, which is usually the reverse.
This is a high energy podcast now. We did big numbers on the last one on the Lonely Woman's.
Lonely womans. I'm a big fan of the womans. I think we need more womans doing things in the world. I
Yeah, we
support the
found
women.
exactly what this podcast is missing: female energy.
Definitely, that's because we have too much testosterone. We're too manly.
This is
Is
a
what
high
it is.
tea podcast.
Very rugged. We're just ruggedly handsome, ruggedly podcasting. We are just rugged out here. We're hard boiled, Jesse. That's what
I
we
just
are.
I just bought new rugged boots, waterproof. So I
Yeah.
could be out here stomping in the streets.
A-Town stomping. Did you ever get into the A-Town stomp?
Yeah, I
The
did.
actual I didn't know if you were you don't seem like a dance guy. Like it doesn't seem like you're about to cut a rug, but the A-Town stomp seems like a dance that you would do.
I am a very dancey guy. I'm not a great dancer, but I love dancing.
All right. So you A-Town stomp it though. You be getting it.
Yeah, I can A-Town stomp. I might
That's
crump once in a while.
because that seems like a real up your alley move. Like if I saw you A-Town stomping, I'd be like, yeah, he could do that. He pull that
It's
off.
it's like an aggressive two-step.
Yeah, I mean, aggressive is a good way to describe it.
You're stomping, you're not stepping.
You are stomping, but I feel like did you ever watch Stomp growing up? Like the dudes with the brooms and the trash cans and shit, Stomp.
Yeah, like 1,000 times on HBO.
Did you watch it on your own? Because we watched it in school all the time. But you watched it on your own?
Yeah, I love dance and I love percussion, so that combines two of my favorite things.
Those guys were stomping everything. That's all they did. They just take brooms and trash cans and just stomp. I was like, man, these dudes are very aggressive. They was very aggro.
I love that because I've always been tapping and like stomping on my desk in school, like making drum beats and stuff.
Did you do the pencil beats? Like grinding.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the one beat that I don't even remember any other pencil beats except for the grinding beat. Was the only pencil beat I remember how to
I
do.
think there's like some trash cans in that beat too.
Yeah, I think that's the only beat anyone ever penciled. Everyone ever table penciled, like made beats on the table with, was only the grinding beat because that's the only one I remember people doing consistently.
And then Pharrell does like the mouth noises. Like
Yeah, Pharrell. Shout out to Pharrell, still kicking in the game. Isn't he like 40 plus now? Like he's in his 40s.
Pharrell's damn near 50, I think.
He looks so young though. He's the
Yeah.
combination of two races that age very well. He's black and Asian. He's gonna look like he's 30. He's gonna look like he's 21 forever.
I didn't know Pharrell was Asian until this very moment right now.
I'm completely making that up, but he looks like he could be.
I
That's
think
why it works.
You're thinking of the group NERD.
Nah.
Chad Hugo's Asian and Pharrell's black, so they're black and Asian. It's a Blasian.
I don't even know any of the other members of NERD. I honestly based it off of his look.
I see your face lighting up that you're Googling Pharrell's ethnicity right now.
I am right now. I'm just wondering. Guess
There's
we'll
only
never
two
know.
members of NERD. It's Chad Hugo and Pharrell.
Yeah, we'll never know. I mean, we will never know.
Did you Google Pharrell ethnicity?
Nah, I just Googled Pharrell in general.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean,
you gotta get racist with it if you want Google to work.
Yeah.
Is Pharrell Asian or not?
I guess.
How should I feel about Pharrell Williams?
Click
search.
Is someone right? Is Pharrell Williams a Filipino? Is like the second choice on Google.
That's a good guess.
So I'm clearly not crazy. See, his mom is reportedly full-blooded Filipino.
Okay, that's Asian.
Yeah, Pharrell's mom, reportedly named Caroline Masabi Williams, is a full-blooded Filipina and is a former beauty queen who represented the Philippines in the Miss Asia Pacific pageant in 1971.
Wow, Miss Philippines.
Yeah, so bro, I mean, I didn't even know that, but he just looked like it. Is it bad to judge people off what they look like, even if you're right? Should I feel bad about this?
No, not at all. It's the American thing to do.
No, well, he just looks like it. I don't know. It's I can my black radar of what people are. If you're part black, I can really pick out some things. Like I
Your
can spot an
Bladar.
I can spot an African like a mile away. Like I can just sense Africans. I can.
Yeah.
It's like a sixth sense. Like I'm just like I can feel it. You know. There's very few times though where I have been caught off guard, but
Hmm.
usually I can sense it.
That guy we met on the mountain, did you have any sense
I
that
knew he was African and his friend was African. I did not guess that he was from the Congo though. That's what caught me off guard because Congolese people, Congo's not like it's not like Ghana or like Liberia where people just like leave Africa and come back and like, oh, this is fun. Like Congo's you leave the Congo and you just like you look back from the plane.
Yeah.
And that's like the last time you ever see the Congo. So like people try
Everyone
to
there understands that, right? It's not like you're like, oh, like he got rich and he never came back to the hood. Like he forgot about where he came from.
well, there are some people that go back. Like if you get super famous and super rich, you can go back. But the access to it, if you're like it's like it's tricky to access. But my mom did meet the Kembe Mutombo at an airport when she was in the Congo, when she was leaving the Congo. And so, well, actually, when she was going somewhere in Africa, because my middle name was this close to being Mutombo. She decided that when I was born, my middle name was going to be Mutombo. But somehow,
If you were Ben Matumbo Bo.
I'm telling you, I tell my mom this close. She was this close to making the greatest decision of my life, and she blew it.
Ben Matumbo.
Yeah, I could have been Benjamin Mutombo. Do you know how dope?
Just go by that. You changed your name to Ben Bo like halfway through quarantine. No one questioned it at all.
Well, that's because most people that know me already knew me as Ben Bo before, so it wasn't anything new. It's just people in mass because I've been pretty much a homebody and everyone knows me from my Facebook.
Mhm.
But if you do find an old Facebook page for Ben Bo, it's lit. there's like all sorts of pictures and none of them are good.
So
They're
you don't
just
remember any of them being taken?
pretty much. Like there's just like the most ridiculous, like all the costumes me and my friends used to wear for costume parties.
Yeah.
Mine was always short white shorts for no reason. I'd always look like a tennis player in the 80s. And there'd just be like belligerent photos of me just out there just it's bad. That Facebook had to be deleted if I ever wanted to have gainful employment. I think I noticed a correlation because when I was applying for jobs, I got no callbacks. I deactivated that Facebook account. All of a sudden, like job offers were flooding through. So it's not a coincidence.
Once I was trying to leave Walmart, I Googled myself and just went like combed through the Google search results and tried to get rid of as many of them as possible.
How do you get rid of Google search results?
Well, like I would find where like what websites my name was popping up on and then try to deactivate. Like my MySpace account had to go immediately. There was nothing good on there.
Well, your MySpace should have already been gone at this point. Like MySpace should have been gone after like 10th grade in high school.
I stopped using it in like 08, 09, and then in 2013, I've like found a way to log into it somehow and get rid of it. I wish I'd saved some pictures from there, but it was mostly like me smoking weed in various situations.
That's all MySpace was. Man, MySpace used to be. I don't think I've ever fought over anything like me and my friends fought to use MySpace at the computer. Like we'd be outside, run in. Back then, you still had desktops, right? And you weren't. Yeah, this was right before smartphones became like a thing. Because I don't think MySpace was ever on a phone app.
No one has ever used MySpace on a smartphone.
No, that was not the time period. So
it probably existed when smartphones started popping in like 2010, 2011, but I've never logged into MySpace on my phone.
Was MySpace still kicking at that point? Maybe MySpace Music was.
I think they had changed the interface. Eventually they made it so you couldn't customize it and do all your own HTML. Which that was the whole fun of MySpace. We all became like amateur coders back then.
We didn't even know we were coding back then, but I'm out here using Java and just typing HTML, typing like scripts and stuff, setting up my first. That was honestly the highlight of MySpace. When I got on Facebook and they wouldn't let me change the page, I was like, this is garbage.
It took me so long to get on Facebook and I was like, this isn't fun.
No, Facebook was garbage. Actually, I got on Facebook pretty early. I just never used it because when I first got on, you needed like a college email address still back then to use it.
Yeah.
And so I got one, or like someone needed to invite you or something like that when I
Mm.
first got it. Like someone that was on it needed to invite you. Which by the way is a genius idea to make something exclusive,
Mhm.
like to have it so that someone inside needs to invite you. I've always decided like if I was gonna ever be a club owner or like own a club, I would have just made my club like the most exclusive club ever. Like no one would have been able to get in. That would have been that.
It has to be good once people get inside.
Well, once people get inside, it's always going to be good if people are trying to get inside. That's the
It's
difference.
true. Yeah.
But yeah, so then like if it's like that's what makes a club, right? Like a line, like no club is really that much different on the inside. It's just like the exclusivity of trying to get into the club. Obviously, if you're like a VIP and you got like table service or whatever.
Yeah, when you see the club with the long line, you're like, "Oh, that must be a good place."
Yeah, but I mean, that's the only thing. It's like a trip. But I will say, if I ever go to a club again, like the only way to do clubs is like table service and VIP. It's like
Mm.
the only cool way to do a club. One time when me and my friend were going, my friend was from England, and we were driving across the country back. We'd driven from Boston to LA and a bunch of places in between. And on the way back, we stopped by in Pittsburgh. Long story, one of my friends that I'd met working on ships had a friend that lived in Pittsburgh and used to do bottle service at clubs. So
How
they
lit is a Pittsburgh club though?
right, that's what we thought. It's like Pittsburgh. I mean, it is a metropolitan town or whatever.
Yeah.
So we went to this club. It was at like a warehouse on the docks, like straight out of a movie. I was like, is there gonna be a Russian guy selling drugs here? Like, where the fuck are we
And
going?
it's a shipping container full of dead women.
Yeah, pretty much. I was like, this is Pittsburgh. It's already sketch. It was like, wasn't, it was like a train thing, whatever. We go to this club on the warehouse by the train station. And yeah, it was lit. We had bottle service. So we were those guys with VIPs on our own table.
Jim Sparklers.
What's up when they brought the bottle over? That's how you let the girls, that's how you let the thoughts at the club know
I
that
know,
you're
that's like
popping is the sparklers.
that's the thought signal.
Yeah, that's the. It's like their antennas go. Whoop, where are
Yeah.
those sparklers going? And then when they go to your table, you're automatically cool. That's how that works. I will have to say though, that night was lit. The club, it was
I
lit.
always look down on those people because I'm a broke boy, and I was like, you know what? We're having more fun out here on the dance floor.
You do go on the dance floor. Like you can go on the dance floor with the thoughts that the sparklers brought over. That's the key. Is like at that point
I
you're like,
guess,
ah.
yeah.
Then you're like, ah, because nothing makes you look lamer than going on the dance floor and looking to the left and looking to the right, and there is not a girl in sight.
You just like dancing with your trying to drink out of the little straw.
Yeah, you're just sipping your straw, just two-stepping by A-Town stomping by yourself.
Spilling my drink while I A-Town stomp.
Unless you're a dope dancer. And in that case, then you can like start really busting out a move, and then the
Yeah.
circle builds around you. That's how that happens. I found that out back in my dancing days.
Yeah, my friends and I used to do that. If you create like the hype circle and get everyone going and do like a soul train, like to have everyone like dance through the circle, that like attracts everybody.
Or just have like one person who's just a dope dancer and needs some
Yeah.
space. I used to have this boy whose name I'm not gonna say, but Steve could really that dude could dance. Like not like a good dancer. Like I'd say I'm a pretty decent dancer. Like I'm good dancer. I'm fine. But he was like professional level good. Like he could do the kind of stuff where like you'd see somebody on like America's Got Talents type stuff do it.
Mm.
Very talented individual. And so sometimes we'd go out and just whenever he felt like it though, he would do like crazy stuff. Like he could do like one, he was like 6'5". So imagine a 6'5" dude that could literally like bend all the way down to where his shins are flat on the ground, and then he could like pop his chest back up, like just pull it, like just like no. I'm like,
He was doing usher moves.
bro, like that kind of level. Like he could do like Michael Jackson stuff, like just killing it. Like when we did assemblies and stuff in school, he would like do like Michael Jackson routines in front of like the whole school. And we went to school with like 26,000 kids, 2,600 kids. So it was like a pretty big school. But like he was that type of dancer. He was so sometimes we go to the club and he just break it down. And then you just have a whole circle of people around you. But that's also kind of intimidating when people are like that level of dancing and you're like, I'm fine. I'm good. How do you follow that?
Yeah, you're just doing like shoulder leans.
Gas
Uh,
pedal, you know.
yeah, the lean back.
Gas, brake, dip, dip.
Yeah,
Right.
I
That's
can cook. I can. My favorite era of club dancing was the snap rap from like
when everyone was lean with
yeah
it, rock
from
with it.
like yeah
Yeah.
lean with it rock.
Hey.
I could do a couple of those. I could what's that one move where the guy brings his shoe up to his side and brushes the shoe off? I could do that one. It's like a yoga move.
You're like, okay. I was a big fan of the Crip Walk era. Huge fan of the Crip Walk era.
I could never get the crip walk
Oh
down. I
man,
can
that
fake like I'm about to crip walk, but I can't follow it up. I can
that
fake like I'm about to break dance too, and then I can't follow it up.
there was that era. The jerk was a pretty good one.
I
The,
couldn't do
the,
that one.
the whole jerking era. That was a good dance era. I don't
Footwork heavy dances, I can't. I'm like I'm a top rock type of guy.
even. I like footwork heavy dances. I think footwork dances have always been. I did learn how to twerk. The irony that like a super blonde white girl taught me how to twerk when I was still in middle school, and she was in high school, so I thought it was super cool.
Yeah.
So I learned how to twerk then, and now I still got it, but my butt's gotten a lot smaller. R.I.P. to the booty. Yeah, need to get back in the booty game. You've been doing some booty. You've been having some booty games, right? That's
I
been your
am Jesse
thing.
Booty Game right now.
Yeah, Jesse.
I skipped leg day on Friday. I apologize
Oh man,
to
shout out to all
everybody.
the Instagram models you follow showing you leg workouts. They're crushed.
Dude, I'm doing frog pulses, sumo squats. What else I got going on?
You doing
Roman
any?
deadlifts.
You doing any goblet squats?
Of course, goblet squats,
So,
kettlebell swings. I think that's every exercise
nah,
in
I
my
know you be out
routine.
there lunging, bro. Your lunge game be
Oh,
strong.
dude, I'm getting pretty good at lunging.
Yeah, man.
I'm out here. Yeah, Jesse. I already said booty guy. I got nothing original for that. Shout out to us recording on Sunday night where we're both just like fried from the whole week.
Jesse Berlin glutes. I got you, bro. You got burly glutes, dog.
Berlin Gaines.
Berlin gains. Yeah. We're still
Jesse Burley game. Those are all my gym names right now.
yeah. We used to say back in the day when I was lifting that you were trying to become hench. That was what the Brits say. They're trying to become hench.
Oh, I've
Like
never heard that one.
yeah, it's my British friend. We used to always say it all the time. He'd be like, "Oh, you're trying to get out here and be hench." So we're just trying to be hench out here. You know, like a henchman. Like you're just
Yeah,
like yeah, just big for no reason, bro.
I
Just
like
trying to be
that. That
hench.
that jives with my chav aesthetic.
You would fit in Croatia perfectly, bro. Like honestly, I know that your name is super British, but
Yeah,
I'm surprised like you don't have any of that. I would be shockingly surprised if you're not like part like Slovakian or Slovenian.
not Albanian. Dude at work told me I look Albanian. I was like, oh,
Bro,
is it like my beard? He's like, oh, your nose, your eyebrows, the way you walk. I was like, the
your
fuck does
outfits,
that mean?
you have you have Albanian swag, bro.
I did.
You yeah, there you have that part of the world. You have that same aesthetic.
Yeah,
I, like when I used to work on ships and there'd be like guys from Albania, Slovenia, like they would have thought you were one of them. Like if you went to prison with one of them, you would have joined that club. They would have welcomed you with open arms with you having to say nothing.
yeah.
Like
They
that's
were
your
saying
aesthetic.
this all while I was like chain smoking cigarettes too, so that did not help my case that I'm not Eastern European.
As you were yeah, and I saw you at Walmart. I mean, not at Walmart, at Target one day randomly, and you were in an Adidas sweatsuit. Like that's your
I live that life. That's also the British chav look. There's like
yeah.
sweatsuits, trainers, the fade. I drive a Mini Cooper. Like I'm as chav as we can get right now.
Pretty much, and you're just some Burberry short. You need to get some Burberry sweatsuits. Do they
Yeah,
still is Burberry still hot, or did that fall off?
I don't think so.
Yeah, they're out of the game, but they're real big in the chav world.
Yeah, get a Gucci suit with like the stripes down the side.
Yeah, as long as it looks like it's made from Adidas, or I really think because the chav, that's what what's his face? Ali G is like making fun of chavs, right? That's his whole
Yeah.
like as chav
Oh,
aesthetic.
Ollie G always had woo wear tracksuits. Like I think in like Europe is one of the only places you can still get like legit woo wear like that. He used to have like the do rag, the tracksuit,
Oh
everything.
my, the do rag. I never got in. I did wear do rags for a while. There was a time when I was in like eighth or ninth grade, and I was like, Benbow's hard. So, so back in my
Did you let the strings hang down?
yeah, you gotta. Well, I would tie the back, or sometimes I'd roll it up, but I'd let it hang sometimes too. But what I would do is then I'd wear a hat over it. So I had to rock. The thing is, do rags are only necessary if you're like trying to get waves or do stuff with your hair. I didn't do any of that. I just thought the look was cool.
Mm.
So I'd get two-tone do rags that match my hats and my two-tone tall tees. So I'd get you rock tall tees, but you rock them in doubles.
Yeah, you gotta layer up.
Yeah, you got to layer up the tall tees and then you match them to your shoelaces on your shoes. That was the
Mm-hmm.
style. Back in those days, Benbow was hard. He
The
was
mid
hard.
2000s like match game was like too much.
This so matchy. Everything was
Yeah.
matchy.
Every store in the mall had the same colors. Like every season, they'd all get like the same like line of colors, so you could go from store to store and match everything that you just bought.
Yeah, you had to be matching back then. You weren't out here trying to not match. And then another thing was I used to rock basketball jerseys, and I'd rock them backwards because I thought
Yep.
that was cool. Yeah, that was a big thing. So everything was long. Like
Yeah, the
everything was
b-ball
down to,
jersey over the tall tee.
yeah, that was everything was down to your ankles. If it didn't go down to your ankles, I rocked a lot of FUBU. I remember I had Fat Albert on my pants.
Yeah, people. Oh, yeah, the FUBU Fat Alberts. People always repost that like picture of Soldier Boy who's in like this like extra big like tall tee. His like pants are like super baggy. Yeah, what was he wearing? Like Bapes. It like matched every color in his Bapes.
Oh man, what are the brands that South
The
Pole was
New Era
big?
Fitteds.
Lugs. It's crazy how things like that came back. Like when I was back then, Timberlands was like all the rage. Like you had to have boots. If you weren't rocking boots, you were some sort of nerd.
Baby blue Tims.
And now Timberlands are back for like white girls, and it's so weird to me. Like who, like every like Billie Eilish is rocking Timberlands now. Like that's the new spokesperson for
Yeah.
what? You went from Timberlands being like straight up. That's I don't know if I feel about that.
I think people wear shit that was cool when they were like too young to wear it.
Right. What's
Yeah.
crazy, the biggest trip is my nieces. They're really big into like Air Force Ones. And I'm just like, where y'all are rocking Air Force Ones now? Because like Air Force Ones were cool when I was their age. Like it's gone full cycle.
Yeah, 15 to 20 years ago. And when we were like, everyone started wearing all the 90s shit. And that was like 15 to 20 years ago. Yeah.
I mean, it's coming back. So like for a while, like I guess in like you can kind of see it too. Like the high waisted jeans of the '80s are back. Pretty much, where are the bell bottom jeans coming back with no pockets? That's what I.
The mid 90s was like the flare legs and shit. Yeah,
Yeah,
girls are
those are
rocking
kind of
those
coming.
again.
Yeah, those are definitely coming back. The fur look with the grunge boots.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely a '90s look.
I think that kid Oliver Tree wears Jinkos.
Jinkos.
Yeah.
Jinkos are coming back. Who would have thought?
I don't think those are they Jinkos tried a few years ago. And I went on their website. I almost bought some Jinko hoodies and stuff. I did buy a Jinko tee. I just threw it away a few weeks ago.
You never got back into the Jinko.
It had gold foil on it. I was like, I'm never gonna wear this. I do have Jinko skinny jeans that were on like mega clearance on there because who the fuck is gonna buy Jinko skinny jeans?
Well, you
Except me.
apparently is who bought them.
Besides me, I bought them to be ironic.
Have you
I was
rocked them
like,
yet?
all the time. If you
You
ever
should-
see my skinny jeans have like a little white crown on the back leg.
Oh shit! So they're not like that's man. Jinko's
Now they don't have
back.
like the big like graffiti logo on the back.
Yeah. Remember when I'm still waiting for carpenter jeans to make a comeback. Cargo pants and carpenter jeans were like the preppy thing to do in the early 2000s.
I keep getting Instagram ads for cargo pants, so they're trying.
Cargo pants, yeah, about early 2000s, cargo pants used to be everywhere. Like those were the cargo pants for everything, and all the jeans had the little hammer hook because everyone wanted to be fucking Bob the Builder. Like, whoa, I need those to come back. I miss the hook on my pants.
Go buy some Carhartts. They're out there.
Just, I'm not manly enough to rock a Carhartt. Like, I don't do enough man shit to rock a Carhartt. Like, Like, I mean, sure, I could fix some shit and screw some shit in, but Carhartt's like, you got to be serious. Like, if I rock a Carhartt, I don't own any power tools. How can you
No.
rock a Carhartt and not own any power tools?
Yeah, you're worried you're gonna wear some Carhartt, and someone's gonna be like, "Yo, can you help me fix my sink real quick?" You're like, oh, fuck, dude.
Right. Yeah, you made me do some shit that I'm out here perpetrating I can't do.
Mm,
But I don't know. You can also never trust somebody that like wears too much of a uniform. Like if I go to a basketball court and there's a guy dressed in a full like shorts and a jersey of an NBA team, that guy sucks every single time.
He's got multiple sweatbands on.
Yeah, I'm telling you, the dude that rocks all the sweatbands with like, there's some of those guys that are good, but if you're rocking like 9 out of 10 times, if you are rocking a full team uniform, you
Yeah.
are garbage, absolute doo doo, and you cannot play basketball. Just it's I don't know, I don't
Or
know if
the
you're.
guy that comes to a comedy open mic in a suit.
Oh man, it's yeah, those guys. It's like you're trying way too hard. You always got to look out. The person that's good is the one that's like there, way out of person. Like if I go to a game and it's all black dudes and there's one white dudes in like jeans and some work boots, that dude's about to put in work. That dude is out here about to game up.
He's about to post up on you.
Yeah, he's about to get buckets. Like you don't come out to that environment perpetrate with that bullshit unless you know what the fuck you're doing and got some game, or else you would just, or else that would have ended for you quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah, so those are the people that you got to worry about. Those are the ones.
Yeah, and the dude at the comedy open mic that's like very like disheveled, has like 7 notebooks and is like slightly autistic. Like that guy's about to murder.
Every single time he's gonna do a set half closed and make you roll with one-liners or whatever jokes he's saying. Yeah, those are the guys. They're the ones that you have to worry about. Those, not even worried about. Those are the ones that you're like, he's about to do some work. Dang.
What are you doing right now? You doing some work?
Bro, I'm looking at the bottom of my feet. You ever look at the bottom of your feet?
I try not to.
Yeah, I mean, I do. I hadn't for like years until like I felt them the other day, and I was like, "Is this crust?" Like,
I had to look at the bottom of my feet the other day. I kept feeling like I like stepped on something. I think there's like shards of like bone in my foot or something like rolling around.
Is the bottom of your the soles of your feet very hard? Are they hardened? Are they like?
I don't know. Let me check.
I don't know. Feel the soles of your feet, because I was reading somewhere about foot health being very important, and I realized like my feet health not strong. I was looking at them and they're like.
I feel like I got some soft ass feet. Is that good or bad?
Do you really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, maybe you got heart. Maybe it's because I'm always like never in shoes. My feet are always.
I say I'm always wearing socks and shoes.
Yeah, I'm the exact opposite. Maybe my sole's just hardened going outside barefoot. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I need to do something because
get back to your Congo roots, bro.
Yeah, that's what it is. You know, it made me feel natural. I like to be connected to the earth through the feet. But
do you go out in the grass in the summertime and just walk barefoot and like get like people do that? They like
there's no better feeling.
You feel the energy from the earth.
I love doing that. I love that shit. I go to the park, take off my feet, and just let my feet sit on the grass. That shit feels amazing. Maybe take a nap and meditate and do something. Yeah.
I'm out there in Timberlands and a hoodie on the grass.
In the summer?
In the summertime.
Man's not hot. Never hot. Yeah, you're the exact opposite of the guy whose legs don't get cold.
Yeah.
Because now that winter's coming, I'm about to see that guy. That guy lived in Colorado everywhere. I just always see that guy. It'd be like snowing and they'd have a coat, just their legs don't get cold. I hate it.
What do you have the Birkenstocks on too?
Oh man, some people rock the Birks. I'm always intrigued like when somebody will rock like if you rock socks and sandals, first of all. I used to hate that look, but then I did it with my slides all the time. I don't think it counts. Slides were meant for that.
Slides, that's pretty acceptable. If you see someone in slides without socks on, it kind of looks awkward.
What's wrong with your feet, dog?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's acceptable. But I don't know. Birkenstocks aren't that big here.
No, the slides with the socks are big out on the East Coast.
Well, I also
Central Mass.
But slides with socks though, like from an athlete perspective, it's like the only thing you can do once you take off, like if you have like a day of games or whatever, you're doing multiple things, you don't want to take off your socks after everything, but you want to take off after your shoes like right away.
Yeah.
And slides are like the best way to do that. Like they are a perfect combination for that. So I will allow it. But Birkenstocks with stocks, mm,
Badly. Do they go in between your toes?
Birkenstocks?
Yeah.
Nah.
Oh, okay. I just say if you wear flip flops with socks and you have to like push your sock in to get it around the big toe, that's a weird look.
Oh man.
Summertime, I go sockless most of the summer. I rock all my sneakers without socks. Have them stinking up good.
Bro, I mean, summertime, I don't even wear drawers. I'm with you, bro. I'm out here hanging and swinging in the summertime. Free like a bird in the summertime. I'm with, if Mass wasn't so cold, I would definitely not rock drawers. When I moved here, I think I owned like 2 pairs of drawers because
Yeah.
because when I the first week I landed here, the first night I was here, I came in like I had just like a hoodie and like some loafers with no socks, and I got off the plane in February of in February in Boston. I'm like, this is a fucking terrible idea. I
Yeah.
had just come from like Mexico, so I was just like, my loafers with no socks and a hoodie. I was not ready. I was not ready for winter here.
Yeah, you didn't get a winter coat till like last year, I think.
Yeah,
And
'cause
neither did I, honestly.
well, because I wasn't planning. If we're being honest, I wasn't planning on staying in Matt. I wasn't planning
Mm.
on staying in Worcester.
Yeah.
I don't know. Things led to one thing led to another, and here we are 3 years later. I'm like, holy shit, it's going on 4 years now. I've been here. Yeah, it's longer than I've lived anywhere else since I like moved out of my home at 18. It's
Yeah.
been the longest well, I did live in Fort Collins for 4 years, but where I went to college, but I also like left for summers and like traveled and did stuff. So that was a little bit different. But like straight through, it's the longest I've lived anywhere since like 2008.
What is today? The 6th? In 12 days, it'll be 33 years that I've been in Massachusetts.
33 years.
On my birthday coming
Oh,
up.
man.
And my birthday is the 18th. If anyone wants to hit me with a gift, Venmo at Jesse Burlingame. Holler. Thank you.
Somebody bless Jesse.
Throw me $5. Help me. We're going to Austin at like a week after that or 2 weeks after that. So
I will probably get you some OnlyFans merch to rock in Austin.
yeah, there we go.
That'll be a birthday gift. That's a good birthday gift.
Are we both gonna wear the LonelyMans hoodie down to Austin? We have to, right?
I'm definitely bringing it. I'm gonna rock it multiple times.
Yeah.
Now, have we hit up Austin anywhere and see if we can like get on some shows or anything? Is that something that we've done?
I did add a couple people that run shows down there. And I'm always embarrassed, even like up here, I'm embarrassed to hit people up like, hey, can I be on your show? But I should just go for it.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. I hate doing any of that stuff. You know me, I'm just like you with that. I'm just like,
yeah.
Asking somebody to be on your show, because up here I've rarely asked people to be on their shows. I don't know, because I feel like it's kind of, if somebody sees you and doesn't offer their show to you, they probably think you suck. And that's not the case, but that's always my thinking.
We should hit up our friends that might have connections down there and then have them message people. That's usually a better look.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like if you get recommended by somebody, if someone's like, oh, hey, this comic can do some time.
So yeah, my friend's gonna be in town. Like, holler at him or be like.
Do we know anyone in Austin? Do we have any connects that have people in Austin?
We know people that do comedy in Houston, who might know people in Austin. I know people. I have no idea. Beagler might have some connects.
Yeah, well, we'll have to reach out.
International man of mystery.
Yeah, he's a Beagler worldwide. He's there. He's everywhere. So maybe, I mean, and also it feels like, I guess it feels different here because there's not really any shows happening recently. Like, you don't know, like, have you heard of any shows happening in Mass like recently?
No.
Yeah, there's nothing happening here.
No idea. Like, I looked up Austin though. I saw like 2 showcases happening every week.
Shit is still popping. I mean, like, how are you gonna feel when you walk over there? Like, it's gonna be weird, like for a hot second, and then trying to readjust back here. Like, what do you mean? Open past 9:30?
Yeah.
What do we do past 9:30? That's when the COVID comes out. It's 9:30, bro. That's if you're out past 9:30, it'll get you. It's the new 2 a.m.
Yeah, I don't
here.
know what the guidelines are gonna be like in a few weeks when we head down there either. That's gonna be strange.
Well, hopefully nothing changes because Trump's still going to be in office when we head down there, right?
Dude, I'm banking on Donnie T right now. Please hold it together for a few weeks.
Yo, just keep worrying about the lawsuits. Don't make any new regulations, Don.
Yeah, DJT, just fucking.
We need you to just hold it down like you are. Do your thing. Sue all the way, bro.
I haven't been following the news. I have no idea what he's up to right now.
No idea. I don't even know what the news is, bro. What do they talk about on the news now that there's no election?
COVID, I think it's all about the COVID numbers now. So
yeah,
that's what sketches me out. Of like people are like now we care about COVID again. So let's shut everything down.
And also now that people are like, if you voted for Trump's, like what do all those people talk about now? What do they do with their lives?
I don't know. You can still hate Trump for like a couple months, I guess. Or no, I don't want to get hella political on this podcast. But like AOC was like, let's make a list of everyone that like supported Trump or worked for Trump, and we will never forget you. So you can do that now. You can make a list and just hate people for the rest of your life if you want.
Okay. I mean, hate.
Yeah, hate.
Yeah, a lot of hate. I mean, I guess so. I don't know. I feel like those people kind of jumped on the bandwagon, and that bandwagon's lost some steam. So. What's going to be the new bandwagon? This is what we should do: is predict the new bandwagon that people are jumping on.
Yeah, we're gonna be trendsetters, or
we're gonna be. I don't really want to predictors. I don't really want to jump on the trend. I just want to notice what that new trend is gonna be.
As far as what? Anything?
Yeah, just what's gonna be hot. There's always something's got to be hot. Something's got to be popping. Like there's never a time when people aren't on some bullshit. Like
I'm hoping mullets get a little hot next year.
I thought mullets already had their run. Like they're still kind of in.
They might have. I might have missed the train on the recent mullet thing. I saw that Riff Raff has a mullet, and he did a song with Yellow Wolf, who actually might have a mullet also.
Yeah, I think mullets they kind of came back in recently, so they're still kind of on the hot trend right now. Yeah. Mullets are in the game.
I'm in the mullet game now, so I'm gonna try to make it work.
Jesse mullet game, dog. Man, I think I'm gonna S curl. I'm gonna relax my hair.
Yeah.
And get some S curls and get a high top mullet.
There you go.
Yeah, you can't even picture what that's gonna look like right now.
No, turns out the one we looked up last week is a Dallas shag. That rapper Tum Tum's from Dallas. I thought he was from Austin. My bad, Tum Tum.
Sorry, Tum Tum. It's called the Dallas shag.
Yeah, it's the Dallas shag, and they do. There's a drop shag, so you can start the mullet like halfway down the back of your head.
So is that what you're doing?
Maybe I'll drop it. I'm gonna try to just grow it out. Like I'm gonna just shag it out at first, and then maybe like cut the top half down and just have the bottom half. But that's a strong look.
A very strong look. Like I would
not have the swag for the drop shag.
The thing, if you're gonna go with a wild hair look, you gotta have the swag that matches it up. Like you can't go with a wild hair look and be like self-conscious about it.
No.
Like yeah, you gotta hang and swing if you're gonna go with a wild hair look. So
that's why I've never got like designs in the side of my head or like dyed my hair. Like I can't follow it up.
Cool hair, dude. Oh shit, you're just all sad about it.
Some people go with a crazy look to make up for the fact that they have like no personality. They have nothing going on.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah,
like a lot of people. You know what I found with a lot of people who do that are people with heavy tattoos.
Mm-hmm.
You just get hella tatted and that becomes your personality because you don't have anything else going for you.
Yeah, you look all tough and cool and then you're just a loser like me with no tattoos.
All right. I got when we're talking about personality traits, when did having a dog become a personality trait?
I think that's been in for a long time.
It's like when I thought people had dogs and like went about their lives. Now it's like the defining personality trait that someone's like, I have a dog.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Like, that's cool.
Yeah, it's big.
No, you didn't hear me.
On the dating apps too. It's like, I'll know you're the one if my dog likes you, Or yeah, it's like my dog has to like you. It's like, what if your dog's a fucking douchebag?
Looking for a dog dad.
Yeah. If the pet like is like the owner, then your pet's probably a douchebag like you.
Your dog. What if I don't like your dog? Right.
I could tell you straight up, I'm not gonna like your dog. I don't like dogs.
It's not that I don't like dogs. Dogs are cool, but they're
Yeah.
like, here's the thing about a dog. You can just buy one. Like you
Mhm.
can get them for free. Doesn't mean anything. Like anyone has a dog. Anyone can get a dog. It doesn't make you a good person. Doesn't
Oh, but it
make
makes
you
you a dog person.
a dog person.
And
That's my
dog
person.
people are better than cat people, and people with pets are better than people without pets.
That's how it goes.
That's the hierarchy.
That's the okay. So not having a what if you have like a gerbil or like a goldfish? Where do those rank on the pet hierarchy, or do they even count? Like, what if you're not a dog or cat person, but you got like a hamster?
All right, yeah. Rodent people are different too.
Because
You're quirky. You're quirkier than the cat and the dog people.
what if you? But the real quirky people are the ones that have fucking rats.
Yeah, yeah. Those are in the rodent family.
Yeah, horrible. What the fuck are you thinking? Some people, not all.
Shout out to the Rat King, Brandon Valley.
Does he got rats?
Yeah, he's the Rat King of Alston.
I thought that was just like a nickname for him being like ratty, but like he's actually got rats.
You're like, I thought he was just a trashy person. No,
No, I thought he was just
it's
doubling down on
rats.
that idea, you know? Like I thought he was because some people are like, I'm a trash person, and I'm always like, all right, dude.
Yeah,
If that's how you want to be, like some people call themselves. I thought that was just like a persona, but he's got fucking rats, huh?
he's got rats, and then there's the lizard people. They're a special breed. The reptile people.
Miss me with that. The last thing
Yeah,
I'd want is a fucking snake just in my room or wherever you keep a snake in your aquarium. What happens if that motherfucker gets out? I don't trust a snake. There's a reason you call people who backstab you a fucking snake. Like,
snake's gonna eat all your other pets, your rats, your dog, your cat.
yeah, snakes in the grass. There's a reason. I don't fucking trust a snake. Who knows? That's the last thing I want slithering about around me while I'm out is a fucking snake.
I'm like the mafia. I don't want rats or snakes in my circle.
Facts. Like there's a reason for that. Yeah, there's some weird ass fucking pets. Do you think like there's a correlation between the weirdness of a person and the weirdness of their pet?
Yeah, the worst people, bird people.
Bird people.
I don't know any young bird people though.
What about Jay Whitaker?
Does he own birds?
I don't know. He's a bird watcher. Is that the same?
Bird watching is different. Like
Are you
bird owning is a different level of people.
really like a parakeet? Like the
Yeah.
talking parakeets and stuff? Like
Anything that squawks randomly, I don't want that in my house.
what's the difference between a squawk and a bark?
The bark, you can train your dog not to bark. The bird, I think people like the squawk and the chirp. It's like constant almost.
But you can train a bird to talk. You can definitely train it not to squawk. Like that motherfucker can say shit.
I don't think
He
so.
can. What do you mean? Parakeets and parrots, they can talk and shit.
I've heard. I've been to people's houses where their dog starts barking and they say, "Quiet down, or stop," or they yell the dog's name. The birds. I've never heard anyone yell at their bird to stop chirping.
I don't know. I've seen birds that say shit, and I've heard people talk to their birds. I've seen that shit.
Yeah, well, they say hello enough that the bird says hello back to them. But
I mean, that's kind of cool.
I've never heard them say stop chirping. Like it just went silent. I think the more you yell, the more the bird's gonna squawk.
You shut the fuck up if your bird's talking shit to you.
Start rattling the cage. I've never seen that happen.
Oh my gosh.
My grandmother had birds, weird lady. My aunt had birds, weird lady. My aunt couldn't take care of her birds. They went over to my grandmother's house. Oh, she had a parrot. My aunt had a parrot. This is how white trash my aunt is. She had this parrot named Hammer, and he was a real ghetto bird. He was all fucked up.
MC Hammer?
It was, yeah, MC Hammer the parrot. And what he would say, pretty girl, hello, but then he would say fuck off.
That sounds like a gangster bird.
It's a gig. He would say fuck off, Fuck
Yeah,
off.
you're right. I wonder when he would use each phrase.
Yeah.
Like, would he say "pretty girl" to you, or would he just only say it when he saw like a pretty woman walk by?
He would just say it randomly. He'd say "fuck off" all the time. So that makes me wonder, like, what kind of fights my aunt and her like ghetto boyfriends were having in the trailer enough that the bird was yelling "fuck off" all the time.
That's all she. Fuck off! Fuck off! Fuck off!
Stupid bitch! Stupid bitch!
Yeah. Man,
You got a small dick.
if a bird hung out in your house, what would he start saying all the time?
What it do, pimpin'?
Your bird's a thug, baby, because I'm a thug all day, every day.
It would say "sup, dog" all the time.
Damn.
I say that a lot. What it do?
What it do, baby?
It would say
that.
"stop squawking." That would be because I'd be trying to train it to stop squawking.
Stop snitching.
Yeah, I think if you told the bird stop squawking all the time, it would just repeat that back to you.
Yeah, I wonder how well you can train a bird.
We need to get Jay Whitaker on the podcast. I don't know if he's a bird trainer. He is as much of a bird expert as anyone else.
As much as a bird expert as we know.
Yeah.
Like, do we know anyone? Yeah, we should. He's been meaning. He said he wants to do it.
Yeah, let's get some experts on the podcast and ask them all our bird questions.
Yeah, that's a good idea. We're gonna find out so much. I know a lot of people that are scared of birds, like have like an irrational fear of birds, or maybe it's rational. I don't know. Birds are. I guess being attacked by like a group of geese would suck.
You should have a healthy fear of any wild animal. I think they're wild.
Yeah, I don't think I can. But like birds aren't really that wild. Like, how many birds are there that could kill you?
That's
Not
true.
Many. Like, if I can fuck you up with a BB gun, I'm not really sweating you. Like, if I hit you with a rubber band and like even like a bird, like say like a falcon or something like that. Like they came at me. Like, what are they gonna do? Lift me up into the sky?
That's the thing. Yeah, they hit you with those talons, but that's usually to like pick you up and like drag you away.
Yeah, like what are they gonna do? I don't think that they're those
The
types
peck
of birds.
is not going to feel good, but I feel like you could maybe fight off. Are there videos of people fighting birds?
Well, have you ever seen a video of eagles picking up goats and throwing them off a mountain?
No, I saw the eagle pick up the shark out of the ocean.
Yeah, eagles are fucking crazy. So I seen the one where they pick up goats. So like, I guess if you're stranded in like the wilderness and some buzzards or some vultures or something like catch you and you're dying, they might pick you apart. But
yeah, a bird will grab your little dog out of the backyard.
Yeah, an eagle and a hawk, they'll snatch a little fucking Pomeranian, no problem.
Yeah,
it'll be Goneranian.
But people, the fluttering of the wings kind of freaks me out. I don't want to get too close to a bird flapping those wings.
My only thing about a bird is like, I to this day, I've never been shit on by a bird, and that's like my biggest fear about a bird is I'm just walking.
One time I did at the skate park.
You got shit, and you just birds straight out the sky just on you.
Yeah, I think I was under a tree actually.
See, that's my biggest thing about birds. I don't give a fuck about them any other way, but just getting deuced on while I'm walking. That would be enough to fuck up my day. Like if you are walking and some bird shit lands on you, that could have landed anywhere, but
I'm turning around and going home, and I'm calling my boss.
I'm calling that a day. Like I'm just calling that day a wrap. We took an L today. Tomorrow we'll bounce back. But today I'm going home. I'm calling it quits. That's my only problem with birds. I don't give a fuck about them otherwise. I actually kind of like birds. I think if I could be any animal, I don't want to fly. I think that's kind of cool.
Definitely gotta go with bird. You gotta be able to, I want a strong migration pattern too. I want to see some shit. I want to travel.
Yeah. I want to go to the south for winter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'd have to be
like,
a big bird.
Is it Capistranos? Is that the bird in Looney Tunes? They go down to Mexico.
I don't know. I have no idea that they had so much bird facts in Looney Tunes.
Yeah, I don't know if Capistrano is the bird or the place that they go in Mexico. I have no idea.
Capistrano sounds like a place I went to in Italy.
Yeah.
It sounds, senor.
Or sounds like something you'd order to eat in Italy.
Yeah, or like a Spanish lord. Lord Capistrano es aquí. You know, I don't know. Capistrano. I'm gonna Google that shit. I don't believe you.
Look up Looney Tunes Capistrano.
Of all the things to remember from Looney Tunes,
That was a good cartoon. They would have some animal facts in there sometimes. It was probably like based in racism somehow, but still, it was,
a lot of Looney Tunes. I don't know. What I do know is it says a lot about 1949. That's so old.
is that what when the cartoon came out?
When that episode did.
Yeah. Yes.
Actually,
who knows what's in that episode?
San Juan Capistrano is a city in Orange County, California.
Oh,
Yeah, got you with that okey doke, didn't they?
fuck me up right there.
Yeah, bro. You thought Capistrano was all Spanish and shit? Nah, bro. It's just
What's the bird though?
it's a swallow, I believe.
Oh, see, there's probably some like sexual overtones in there.
Yeah. Oh, check it out. Saint John of Capistrano. He was definitely Italian. Yeah.
No, would he be? He'd probably be Spanish. Spaniard.
Nah.
Capistrano is Spanish.
Capistrano's definitely. He was the Kingdom of Naples. I believe Naples is Italian.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Damn. I don't know shit about shit, bro.
No, Capistrano definitely sounds Italian to me. I'm usually pretty good at figuring out like if you have a name, if you have a name,
you can tell who's African by the face from a distance.
Not even by face, by just feel. I can feel the African
energy, by aura.
Yeah, I can feel the African energy aura just vibrating off of you. I can feel that.
And then who's Italian by their name?
But like a lot of countries have specific sounding like names or sounds that are specific to regions.
Yeah.
So you can tell a lot of names just like you can tell a lot like where that ethnicity is by the names. So most of those, but Capistrano.
But San Juan Capistrano, so it's like Spanish and Italian?
Well, because a lot of California was settled by. It was like it had a lot of Spanish influence to it. Like we took a lot of that land from El Mexicans, who were settled by the Spaniards. So yeah, a lot of I believe a lot of Mexico was settled by Spaniards, and then you had the natives that were there, like the Aztec people and stuff. So you have like a combination of that. But the United States was like, oh, Mexico, this is your land, we'll take it now. And we did. We just straight took that shit. We didn't even bother to change the name. We're just New Mexico. We just done and done. Nailed it.
That's the best new because like all the other ones up here are from England. But then New Mexico is like right next door.
Yeah, these are all is there a Connecticut? No, I guess it's not New Connecticut, but is there a Connecticut in England? Because I feel like that's like a random name for here.
I don't know. Connecticut has New London.
That's big. New London, yeah. Boston's pretty much. Massachusetts is pretty much all Worcestershire.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all.
I don't think there's any news in Massachusetts, but Massachusetts is like
New Hampshire.
No, in Massachusetts, I don't think there's any new town. Oh.
Sorry, that's I forgot.
I was gonna say new towns. There's a Newtown, Connecticut. R.I.P.
Ooh, I see what you did then. R.I.P. Wait, keep that on the low. Not going there today.
No.
We
already got political.
Yeah.
Not going into Newtown.
If you know, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. We have a Newton. That's almost there.
Newton. Oh yeah, that is Newtown, actually.
Yeah. Yeah, that's close.
Yeah.
But everything else is British here though. Essex County, Suffolk County, Norfolk County.
Yeah, are there any news in Massachusetts? I'm blanking
I bet
out.
you there is.
Write in, leave a comment below.
If you know of a new.
Yeah, any news in Massachusetts? I knew about New Hampshire. You're really hit me with that.
Listen, I thought you said New England first of all, but
yeah,
this is all one big state to me. So all 6 of you guys six states are just one big state. So New Hampshire, Massachusetts, same state.
A guy I was friends with on Twitter was a trucker. I forget where he was from. I think he was like from the Midwest somewhere. And he was like, "Yo, I'm in New England. This place sucks." I'm like, "Yeah, what state are you in?" He said, "Maryland." I was like, "Bro, you're not even close." He's
No.
like, "I'm on the East Coast. It's all the same shit." I'm like, "All right, in that case."
That's a little bit different. Maryland does not count.
No, you're like halfway down the East Coast there.
Yeah, no, you're very lot closer to Virginia. You might as well be the South.
Yeah, Virginia, I think, is like the cutoff of the South, right? Is that where the South
Yeah,
begins?
yeah. The South is parts of Virginia is the South.
Mm.
Um, and then you
Where's the
have
Mason Dixon?
that's a great question. I want to say it goes through Virginia.
This is a
No,
dumb.
maybe
This is a dumb
Missouri.
podcast.
I want to say the Mason-Dixon line is in
Yeah,
Missouri.
I'm glad you got that Google. Never close that Google page when you and I are talking. Just keep keep that. Have half the screen be Zoom and half the screen be the Google.
All right, so the Mason-Dixon line, huh? Maybe I was completely wrong on this, but the Mason-Dixon line is the bottom of Pennsylvania
Hmm.
on top of Maryland. So it's
Mm.
what separates Maryland and DC, Virginia, West Virginia to the south, Pennsylvania's to the north. And then it goes down, so parts of Delaware are in it. I guess that's part of Maryland. Delaware and New Jersey are outside of it. So that's where it is.
Hmm.
Yeah, so forming the board. Yeah, I don't even know. How does I not know? Remember that? What am I thinking of then? Maybe the Mason-Dixon line was drawn by the Missouri Compromise.
Are you thinking west of the Mississippi?
Nah, just the
There's south
Missouri.
of the Mason Dixon and then west of the Mississippi.
Yeah, but the Mason-Dixon line was settled by the Missouri Compromise. So that's why I kept thinking Missouri, but just the Missouri Compromise set the
Is
Mason-Dixon
that off
line.
the dome or did you just see that on the Wikipedia right now?
No, I confirmed it on Wikipedia, but that's
Okay.
what I know. I used to remember this stuff. I was actually really good at history because I used to be able to memorize this stuff until I
Yeah.
smoked a lot of weed, and now I'm just like, yeah. That sounds
History,
familiar.
geography, not my strong suits here.
I was really good at history actually. Like that
Yeah.
was I was a class I could do. Like I was like, yeah. But then once you know about history, you find out history is always gonna seem like it's always gonna seem justified, right? Because the people
If
who
you
won write the history books.
if you don't learn about history, you're doomed to repeat it.
Bro, people learn about history and it still repeats itself. That's what you learn about all of it. But the
You're
people
like,
that
oh, this shit's been working for a long time. I'm just gonna keep doing that.
yeah, it's the same process. People are like, oh, I'm trying this. I'm going to try to do this just a little bit different.
Yeah.
But the history is always going to make it seem like like whoever wrote the book is like the heroes and the victors because they won. When you win, you write history. There's like a quote like he's like what's his face? Winston Churchill's like history will be kind to me for I intend to write it. Like when you're the one writing the book, you can say whatever you want about yourself. So everything that we know about history, it's like, oh, these people won. Of course they're great. They're the ones that wrote the book about their win.
Mhm.
And that's how we have history, which is I've always wanted to read the history of the loser side. Like what are they talking about? No one knows. No one has an idea.
How they got their asses handed to them.
We were no match.
Speaking of history, this podcast is in the books.
Have we reached the hour mark? Is that what you're saying?
Just about, yeah. We're at 58.
Just about 58.
Yeah.
We don't do 58. We don't do just about, Jesse. Just about.
We've reached the finish line now.
Oh, we're pretty close to the finish line.
We're close.
Yeah.
This is where I begin the wrap up, and then everyone looks at the timeline and they're like, they're about to do 15 more minutes. What the fuck are they going to talk about?
At some point, though, we do have to do the freeze frame. I did not forget the freeze frame.
Oh yeah, we'll do that at the very end. We
Yeah.
forgot to do it on the Lonely Woman's podcast. And thank you to everyone who listened to the Lonely Woman's.
Thank you to anyone who listens to any of our podcasts, honestly.
Yeah. Let us know who the fuck you are. People, did anyone send you their Spotify 2020 Wrapped with LonelyMans?
No one has sent me anything.
No. Oh.
Yeah, I wonder if we just have some really close friends that feel bad and just press play and then they get off just to Listen, if that's
That's
you,
good. That's good enough. My
that's
roommate
solid,
Alex is
fam.
a new subscriber. Shout out to Alex. What's good?
Hey, what up, Big Al?
I
One of
will
my
get
favorite
you
colors
rent
now.
sometime soon. I'm sorry.
You know, maybe that's what you should give Alex for Christmas. Lonely Man's merch.
Oh yeah, I thought you were gonna say the rent. Just like save it up for the rest of December.
It's fucked up. You give your Christmas.
You're like,
You give
here's the
your
last 5 weeks of rent.
Merry Christmas. I paid rent.
Yeah, put it in
Yeah,
a gift box.
that's a pretty dick move. But Lonely Man's merch. She's got a girlfriend. Get her some Lonely Man's merch too.
Oh yeah, get her a little baby doll tee, something.
Yeah, get her the. Listen, that's the
His
game
his
plan.
and hers Lonely Man's shirts and hoodies.
Why do I have the feeling like they look like they would rock matching outfits? Like I've never met her before, and this is based off of nothing. I'm just guessing that they seem like a couple that would rock matching outfits.
I don't know why you think that. You're basing it off absolutely zero.
Absolutely nothing. I have zero idea, but it just seems like something they would do.
Something they should do.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
think
if
it'd
you
be
got,
cute as fuck.
yeah, I think didn't you try that? Isn't that something that you tried to do?
Oh yeah, my ex and I we did matching outfits a couple times, and she was always against it. And then it would happen, and people would go, "Oh, I love this," and like I would be elated. I would geek out, and she'd always be like, "It was his idea."
She was not liking it. I gotta say,
She would like after like everyone would leave, she'd be like, "Oh, that was like cute that we did that, and people
uh,
liked it." I'm like, "Ah, I see."
yeah, fucking nerds. The whole matching outfit. If it happens on accident, that's one thing.
Yeah.
But to plan it out, that seems like a lot.
Once in a while, it's fun. There are like those articles like this couple has worn matching outfits every day for 40 years, and the guy just like is dead in the eyes. He has no soul.
At least no balls.
Yeah.
That dude, he lacks testicular fortitude. That is how you got convinced to do that for 40 years.
Yeah, he's low T, unlike us, high T podcast.
We should have changed this to the Rugged Man's podcast. That's what we,
RA the Rugged Man's podcast.
yeah, all right, bro. We started out, I don't even know what RA means, but it sounds rugged.
It's the rapper RA the Rugged Man.
Oh, never even heard of him.
He
Is
did a
he-
song with Biggie. He's underground New York guy. I saw him get denied access to a Tech Nine show one time.
Man, he couldn't have been that great.
I can't let my friend Sam hear this. I think he runs RA's like merch or website, or he's involved with RA somehow.
But
Oh,
RA with
he house sat for RA the Rugged Man one time, and RA is a huge boxing fan, and he has framed pictures of professional boxers from all of history like on his wall. So my friend Sam bought a boxing outfit. He got trunks and gloves and posed in front of his curtains, like with the gloves up, and then got the picture printed in black and white and framed it and hung it up on his wall and just left it there. And he didn't find it for like months.
did he ever find it?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
He's
Is it
just
still
like, you're a
hanging?
fucking dumbass. I don't know if he kept it up there, but it was such a good prank.
That is a great prank, honestly, because if you just put it somewhere where like it would just fit right in, like no one would be able to tell. Like it's a
Yeah.
great. Who's this boxer? I don't. Rocky Marciano. Anytime someone asks a question about boxing, I just guess Rocky Marciano.
Yeah.
That's the final answer. No reason in particular.
Who has the best record of middleweight champions? in
Rocky
boxing?
Marciano, dude.
Correct. Who is?
Yeah, who is the GOAT?
All right. Let's wrap it up. Now we're getting into boxing, and
Yeah, we know nothing about boxing. I don't even
Nothing.
think we know anything about fighting. We
all I
just-
know is Nate Robinson got knocked the fuck out.
R.I.P. Nate. But
And I did not know who Nate Robinson was before that fight.
Bro, if you're Nate Robinson, man, why are you 36-year-old going around messing with these kids? You got knocked. Honestly, it wasn't even that he got knocked out. Everyone gets knocked out. It was
Yeah.
just the way that it happened. He looked like he was just overmatched. Like he shouldn't have been there. And the results.
If you don't train extensively for years and dedicate your life to boxing, you probably shouldn't be in a boxing ring.
No, I completely agree. Now, the only thing I hate about this is now that what's it called, dude, is just now talking reckless. Like I fight anybody. Let's get in the ring with Conor McGregor. Like,
Jake
dude,
Paul.
yeah.
Oh,
Like
he's
take
trying
it
to
easy.
get the bag. That's all that is. He's trying to
No,
get
I
paid.
get it. I'm just like, but now that he won that, he can do that, and I'm
Yeah.
just like, now I'm not.
Yeah, he
Now
got
I'm gonna.
one like newsworthy knockout, and now he can try to get paid for a fight. Good for him. That's the game,
Yeah,
isn't it? Try to
no.
get bigger fights, get bigger checks.
Now I need to start training. Now my game plan is just gonna be to train. I'm gonna start training boxing and just talking shit to Jake Paul.
This podcast needs to blow up. So
Yeah.
please
So
like, subscribe,
so
share. I fucking hate that I'm saying this, but this is how we
and
have to promote a podcast.
if you know anyone that trains boxing, let me know because Jake Paul, I'm gonna start training boxing and I'm coming
Mhm.
for you.
And if
Telling
you
you.
know any lonely womans who have any interesting pandemic dating stories, if you or a loved one has experienced what were the
Well,
advertisements on like Maury? It's like if you or someone you know.
mesothelioma.
Yeah, I was doing mesothelioma, but also like
Yeah.
Jenny Jones or Maury. It's like if you or someone you know has a crazy dating story and like to appear on our show, call this number
Yeah.
or slide in my DMs.
Find us on the gram and come be a lonely man's or woman's for
Yeah,
that
dog.
matter.
All right. Thanks, lonely fans.
All right, screen time to freeze frame.
Oh yeah, good. See, thanks for reminding me.
That's why I keep you out.
This is gonna be my freeze frame. You can say, "Good job, Ben."
Okay, whenever you're ready.
There it is. All right, bye guys.
Mm.